read them. Let's go. What we're going to do is for this first one, I want to just read it and then answer, but I want to hear like what your guys is. Well, so answer it in the way that you would normally answer it, and then let's talk about our strategies for answering it after we've answered it.
Okay. Okay. Where'd my pen go? There's my pen. Okay, I think I got it. Anyone else?
I don't know where Echo is.
Yes. I don't have writing paper, so I'm writing on my leg because I'm trash. Okay, on two of them, I'm kind of like 50-50 on, but we'll talk about that. So what did everyone put for the first blank?
Wait, sorry, I'm kind of slow. Can I'm on the third one.
Okay, you're good.
Take your
You're
time.
good.
What about you, Ashley? You doing okay? Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So the
Okay.
first one, I got well known.
Whatever. Same?
Me too.
Okay, good. That's what I got. So let's click that. Can someone keep, I can't see the chat, so can someone keep an eye on Ashley's comments? Did she also get
Yeah.
that?
She said yes.
Yes,
Okay,
she got that too. Mhm.
Okay, for the second one.
I got possible.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. And Ashley?
Ashley got
Ashley,
it too.
yes.
Yep.
Okay, good. We're all on the same page. And then the third one.
Highly combative.
I have to say highly combative. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
And
Yep.
yes from Ashley.
Okay, let's see if we got that right.
I'm so used to sharing my own screen. I was like scrolling to find the submit button.
I know. I'm trying to.
Oh my gosh, I just wait. What difficulty was that? Probably easy. Medium. I'll take that. I will take that.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at these. I'm horrible
That's
at
good.
verbal. So whenever I get something right, I was like, oh my god.
Was there anything that tripped anyone up with this one? Because I'm pretty good with these, so I don't mean to like take control or toot my horn or anything, but I am pretty
toot
good
your
at this.
horn.
Was there anything that you guys felt like you needed to talk about or that you were nervous about? Like,
well,
like
I had
first
something.
one I almost put under investigation. But
Under investigation. Okay, yeah.
Mine was 50-50 between well-known and under investigation. But I went with well-known because just like kind of like giving an what my thing was, I got an idea of what it was. I had 50-50 for two of them, but then I went back and read it and like tried to pay attention to the context more, and that's what helped me narrow it down.
Yeah. Like if I had just done the last sentence, the docile bee after 6 months in the hive had become, I probably would have put virtually extinct if I hadn't paid attention to the rest of the paragraph, just because it made sense if I was going too fast. But yeah, that first one kind of threw me off because I would have personally worded it different. I probably would have said Cartwright has gone further than what has already been studied, other than well known. But that's, I think, personal sort of.
Yeah,
things.
I agree. It's not the cleanest of writing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that one was great. Okay, good. See, Elaine, you got this. You know what you're doing. Okay, so while the dense brush can be, I'm just gonna let you guys read it. How about that? It's better.
So we do exactly two answer choices. The best.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm good whenever you guys are.
I think I'm good too. Ashley's good.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, so Elaine, I want you to tell us what you got first.
Well, this probably won't help. I think I've seen this one before,
That's
and
okay.
I got it right the first time. So I think I mean I used the same thing. But what I understood from the thing was that the dense brush can make for tough going. So like whatever the area is, it's kind of hard to kind of go through, but they'll trade that comfort for something that like something beautiful, like something that will be attractive to them. So I picked pristine and untouched.
Good. That's
Same.
exactly what I put. What
Okay.
about you, Ashley? With a thumbs up or there's no thumbs down, but
Yeah, I don't know how to
hand clap.
add reactions.
Good. Yes. And that was medium. See? Look at you. Woo! I'm a hype person, so I'm sorry if I get too much.
No, yeah, I'm for it.
I'm like when I'm TAing kids, like I can, it helps. Okay. All right. Sit down.
Gross.
So we'll do these 10 and then we'll work on some of like the flashcards that I have and I'll just read them and then we'll see.
Okay.
Okay, can you guys see the whole prompt?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I'm having a hard time with this one, I'll be honest.
Who did I kill? I didn't even
Yeah,
realize I
Ashley,
killed
you're right.
somebody.
Very wordy.
Your Renekton just gave up. That was a whooping.
I hear someone's boyfriend playing video games.
Yeah, that's my end.
That's okay.
He's playing League of Legends.
Mine's upstairs playing Apex.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Apex Legends. Yeah. Or Borderlands. I don't know what he does up there. He has his own room. I know, Elaine. This one is like okay, so maybe this one is good. Okay, so let's talk about this one. Ashley, do you feel like you have a good handle on it? Or are you kind of like so-so? You can give the claps for so-so and then give the thumbs up for I got this.
Like it's very wordy. On the test, it would take me a few minutes to process through it, but I haven't had a chance to work through to an answer yet. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna. How about we give another 2 minutes? Just think about it.
Oh,
Okay,
I
I think I
figured it out.
know, but
Yeah, I had to. My problem is that instinctively I read the paragraph first and then I read the question, and then by the time I finish the paragraph there's bits of the paragraph that I don't remember anymore, and so I didn't remember. So I think what you're supposed to do, and this is something I learned in high school with the SAT, I think you're supposed to read the question first and then read the paragraph, or at least read the paragraph again after you've read the question, which would take some extra time.
That's
yeah,
funny. That's exactly where I remembered it from too. Like the SAT said, read the question first before the paragraph. So that's like what I tried to do too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, Ashley said she learned that too. So, Yeah.
Does everyone have like a stab? And what did everyone get for the answer? Like, if you were to guess, what would you think?
I'd say A. Ashley says C.
Okay, yep. I said A.
I would say A as well.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to click A, and we're going to see if we're right, and then we'll talk about it.
You said what?
Dang,
Oh,
Ashley was
Ashley was
right.
right.
Look at you. Oh, no, my score. Okay, so Ashley, can you explain to us why you chose that one? Because we are clearly off track.
So if you look at the last sentence, it says the digitization of culture has only made this more evident. With the fact that it's talking about a art presentation versus a sculpture, it just made sense to me that they were talking about the physical representation of that art.
Okay. The physical impression of a sculpture makes it more powerful than its imagistic context or content, which seems merely transitory by comparison. So sculpture primarily. Can you scroll down and see if it explains it
Yeah.
too? Because I still want to say A. The passage emphasizes that both painting and sculpture do not translate well to digital form because digital form is two-dimensional. In this translation from the 3D to the 2D, the sculpture suffers even more than the painting, the physical impression the sculpture makes. Therefore, C. A is one of those answers that is true in real life but doesn't answer the question. The text doesn't tell us anything about these viewpoints being bewildering or leading to divergent.
Okay, come on. Okay.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I did.
Hold on. I was like, maybe in not those words, but okay.
Yeah. While that
It
may
said
be
that
true, it could be true of the sculpture itself and not just the digital representation of sculpture. There's nothing that tells us the varied interpretations of sculpture make it hard to digitize.
That's true.
I can kind of see that with that last one.
I think if they didn't add that last sentence in their explanation on why A was incorrect, I would have like made a petition to veto suck because they said that it literally is ambiguous. It's making it, or can you scroll up? I don't really remember like the wording that
The
they used,
paragraph.
but they made it seem like because typically the sculpture in turn is awfully far more physical, abstruse as painting, and to the extent that it offers multiplicity of possible viewpoints.
Yeah.
I think that's what got me confused. So I'm like, okay,
multiplicity
so
of viewpoints, multiplicity of viewpoints. Okay.
Exactly. And then the digitization of culture has only made this more evident. So if you make the sculpture digital, then that's just going to increase confusion and nobody's going to get the point of the sculpture. That's like how I got it. But C makes sense now. Yeah.
Okay. Good job, Ashley.
That was hard.
What was it? Stand with what you believe in, even if you're standing alone. There you go. You won. That was hard. It was a hard one, though. Okay. I already am stuck on like the second word because I feel like this is like so awkward, the sentence. Okay.
Oh, okay. I think I got it. You've got to read the last part of the sentence to know what the first blank is.
Okay. Hold on.
He's fun.
It's the second
Really
blank that I'm drawing a blank on.
Oh, okay. I feel like okay. I feel like I'm okay. We all good?
Jesus.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. What did everyone put for I?
Lifted.
Yes.
This is another book.
You put
Elaine,
interpreted?
you put interpreted.
Okay. And Ashley?
No, lifted makes sense. Sorry. Lifted makes sense.
Now I'm curious because I said omitted.
Okay.
Well, When I first read it, before I got to the last part of the sentence, I thought it was omitted too. But
then
the last
accused
part that
him.
says accused him of plagiarism,
Yep.
if he had omitted it, then it wouldn't be plagiarism. He wouldn't have had it at all. So, and then interpreted wouldn't be a plagiarism either, because that's part of.
It's also not copying, yeah.
Yeah, it's not copying. So lifted would make the most sense.
So
the second one is the one that I'm having a hard time. I'm switching back and
I
forth
put
between
dated.
and uninformative.
Yeah, I put dated.
I think that one's going to be the best option. So agrees on that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, and the reason why I put dated is because it seems like he's taking works from really, really old stuff that modern society wouldn't necessarily know about, but then he got caught because it's not unknown to specialists in the field.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
Yeah,
see.
that makes more sense.
Yes.
Yay. All right, what was that difficulty?
That was hard.
Go
We are
us.
hard. Okay, next question. Okay.
Yep.
2 answers.
That's why I
Okay.
normally
A
max
skirmish
it first.
between the two. Oh, sorry, I read out loud.
That's okay.
Okay, I think I know the answers I would put.
Those such weird words.
Yeah.
um,
I'll admit that I don't know what spuriosily
yeah.
means, but I can figure out there's 2 there that I found that I think work. So.
Okay. Elaine, what did you put?
One of mine was irregularly because they're like offsetting in times. They're like going on and then in and going because they're tired. And then, yeah, I didn't know what a lot of those words meant, but I said spasmodically.
Okay, good.
I don't know. I thought spazzing is like, tweaking out. So.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Ashley.
I think it means like a jerking sort of
Same
thing.
Okay, you guys put the same. Okay, and Sean, did you put the exact same?
Yeah.
Okay, I put spasmodically and spuriously, but we're gonna go with what you guys said. Good.
Yay! That one
Nice.
was also hard. Cool.
So with words that you don't know, the key is look at all the ones that you do know and then figure out if that goes with what they're saying. Oftentimes they'll put like a bunch of random words that you do know, and then the 2 that are the answer are the ones that you don't know and are super obscure, but you know that all the other ones in that list do not go in the blank. So you can do kind of process of elimination. Also, the root words that can help, or it was said last year, if you speak a different language and you know some of like the some words in different language that have meanings, then you can rely upon that. Yeah, so that wasn't necessarily and I liked irregularly, but I thought like it seemed to me like it was more I guess it didn't go with spasmodically, so never mind. I was like, it seemed a little bit more structured than that, but I mean,
Do you know what spuriously, spurs? Yeah, that one. You know what I mean.
I was thinking, so I was thinking like spur, like spur of the moment. Click to define that word. Plausible, but false. Spuriously.
When listening to a politician speak, it is hard to distinguish the spurious claims from the authentic ones.
Plausible.
That's a cool feature. I was literally Googling it.
Plausible. Okay.
So, yeah, I was totally defining that incorrectly. But yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking sporadically. I think
that's what I was thinking too.
I think that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to make you think of sporadically with a word that seems similar but you haven't heard before.
Yep.
So
exactly.
What are you meowing about? Freak?
Okay, another reading one. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn it down because I get distracted.
Okay. Oh, can you scroll down to the second paragraph? Because the question has to do with the second paragraph.
Is that okay? There we go. So we don't need to worry about the first one for now. Okay.
Mhm.
Jesus.
Which of the following grammatical constructions would be consistent with the ought in the second paragraph? Oh, we can do more than one choice. Okay. Then I think I figured it out.
Okay. Let me just give a thumbs up when you're ready. Okay.
I have
Ashley, what did you put?
I put found.
Okay. Sean.
I had the opposite, because I think what it's trying to say, which of the following grammatical constructions would be consistent? Oh, maybe you're right. I don't know then. With
Arlene.
what?
You're mute.
So they're trying to replace the word ought. What would be the first word to replace ought? Okay, so I'm thinking that children ought to be, like they think it would, what it would be or what it should be. I don't know any of these words that found. I don't know.
Well, I think that it's
The only
not
one that
trying
I
to
know is
replace the word
found.
ought. I
Yeah,
think what
I
it's
don't think
trying
it
to
is
say, which of the following, so in the sentence, in the paragraph or the sentence before, they say such things as winted, taked, mices, mouses, and sheeps. Evidently, children assume that grammatical usage is regular and try to work out for themselves what forms ought to be.
Yeah.
So what they figured it ought to be, which of the following grammatical constructions would be considered consistent with what they thought it ought to be?
It's kind
So
of
that's
like,
why I think
yeah,
it should be bringed and geeses, because
that's what I think as well.
they think it's supposed to be that. That's what it ought to be.
But it would be brought and geese.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I was gonna pick bring, but that was the only one I was gonna pick. So probably geeses. Wait, Ashley, why did you choose found?
I think I might have misunderstood the question because I was looking at what would have fit in place of and still made sense in that. Because if like bringed and geeses aren't really words.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. I think
it threw me off at first too. And then when you said found, I was all like, wait, maybe I read the sentence wrong or something. So I'm sure it'll explain it better than I
Okay.
can.
So it was
yeah.
bringed and geeses.
The ought refers to how children learned analogously. For example, they heard ed pairings with many past tense verbs. They'll try to use ed pairings. This ought, therefore, refers to the constructions that are not real words. Maybe the video explanation can make more sense. I don't know if you guys can hear it, because maybe they'll actually work.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it?
No.
Okay, let me go to my share settings.
I don't think any kids would say geeses. I think they'd say gooses.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like when you, I don't know, my son does this all the time though, but like they don't understand that there's different forms of every word, like past tense, present tense, plural, possessive. So they just take that singular word like mom, and if they're talking about all moms, they say moms instead of saying mothers or something. Like they don't know how to like pull that other word into their vocabulary, so they just add on these plural or like past tense things that they know.
Yeah.
Okay, bring me the thing, and then say
I
bringed it
I
to you.
bringed
I
it to
bringed it to
you.
you, not I
Okay.
brought it to you.
Yeah.
And it's something I had to work with my son with about, because he would always say, you know, we goed there, and I said no, we went there. So it's
So
kind of
even if
like
they
that.
know that word, they wouldn't
Well,
necessarily.
yeah, and
Because even if he knows the word
happens.
goose.
Yeah, and it happens before they know those extra words that are connected to that first word. So he might have learned the word geese first.
Mhm.
Those are geese.
Mhm.
And then, okay, I'm going to go feed bread to the geeses, because he
Mhm.
doesn't know the plural of geese is goose.
Yeah.
Type of word. Is
Mhm.
it, do I have that backwards? But it's
Yeah.
kind of like talking about that. That's like the whole point, is like they don't know the extra words surrounding words, so they modify the existing word. And that's
Mhm.
why bringed and geeses was good, because if you found something, it would have been correct if it said founded. I founded that,
Right.
not
Right.
you
Mhm.
know, like, so yeah. Do we want to watch the video, or is that good?
I think I got it. I
Makes
think at
sense
first,
to me.
yeah, I think it was that the way the question was that kind of
And it was
confused
hard.
me at first.
Okay, let
Okay.
me move
Oh,
my
this is the
dashboard here
same.
again.
This is the same paragraph stuff. Okay.
Okay, let me see if I zoom. Oh,
That
no.
wasted that way too early.
Maybe if I zoom out just a little. Is that, can you guys still see that?
There we go. It's just 2
That's
paragraphs,
perfect.
right?
Yeah, okay, I
Yeah,
just
then
didn't want to zoom it out and make it too small. Okay.
Damn it. Mhm. Once that stopped rushing in, because he said he can survive everything, as he keeps dying. You got her? Sorry, I didn't mean to take that from me. I thought she was gonna get away.
I think I know the answer.
Maybe you missed your chain.
Okay.
That was a kill secure. That was a secure, and I'm sticking to it.
So this one's another hard one, I think.
Yeah. I feel like I know too, but I want to hear your guys' opinions as well. Ashley and Elaine, are you guys ready, or you still need a few more minutes?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm ready.
great. Okay. Ashley, what did you put and why?
I put C because it's what would cast doubt on the popular view. That child clearly was able to put the correct terminology in that sentence.
Yes, and I'm just going to highlight the popular view right here. Sean, what did you put? I put C as well.
I put B because
Okay.
his mother repeatedly corrected him saying those things, but the child continues to say that. So that would make me think that the popular view,
So you're
by
talking about
copying
this
the
part.
utterances around him and having their response strengthened by repetitions, corrections, and other reactions adults provide, I think that would cast doubt on the popular view because he continues to say the nobody don't like me, despite the fact of the popular response of the correction. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Aline, what did you put?
I also put B because where in the
We
popular
can,
view, yeah, in the popular view it says that, like, basically what Sean says, they tried. I think they explained that the popular view is the repetitions and the corrections, and that's how a child learns to speak. I was gonna pick the last one too, but I don't really see the correlation between, like, what is that?
Yeah,
Like a
because
5-year-old girl.
I watched a
also-
film doesn't have any of those oddities
Context.
in
It
it.
doesn't
Like,
also,
Yeah.
the context isn't quite there.
it would make sense with the second paragraph when it goes more in depth about their like how they speak is like plurally or not
Yeah.
how they add the ed to stuff, but she would be doing it correctly, so she'd be going against the second paragraph and how so it just doesn't make any sense.
Like I think like it would be if it said the 5-year-old girl upon seeing a film tells her friend I see the film.
Yes.
Then it would have more relevancy to this
The second
discussion. But even then, I think that it still doesn't have enough information in there to tell us that she is going against the popular view by saying
Hi,
that.
kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's just staring right at the screen.
Yeah. I also yeah. I definitely agree that the context isn't necessarily here for this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one intrigued me though because it said, upon hearing the word goose, a small child utters gooses when a group of birds flies by. If we were just taking into account this paragraph, I think that you might think that this is wrong, or that this might be the one that cast doubt, because the repetition and the utterance was goose, so they might say goose, 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 goose. But now if you read the whole paragraph, I think this is like one of those tricks that they put in there. If you read the whole paragraph, you'll see that a child will add in the endings. So just to note like the possible trick in here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
they also tricked us by making us think that it could be more than one. So my fingers are crossed that it's only one.
I know, me too.
Because my brain is telling me, well, it's multiple choice and you can choose more than one answer. It should be more than one answer. But anyway, I'm good with you submitting.
Okay.
I'm scared.
No!
Dang it.
Okay, let's see there. Okay, see, because I was feeling like this definitely agreed with that. Like it was a doubt on this. But they also didn't state which paragraph. They just so I assumed the whole thing. But if we so the issue here with my thing and why I didn't put it is I was thinking, okay, the whole package, but the prompt was the popular view. This is directly going against the popular view of repetition and utterance. So that's why that's correct.
I guess, can we scroll down to the explanation just because I'm not sure? Let's see.
I have a question.
What's up?
Oh, I'll ask my question. I'm also reading it, so
Yeah.
this might answer my question. Yeah, that answers it.
Dang it. I should
It
have
was
put
just
it.
gonna be like where are they copying it from? Like they wouldn't have heard that by like their parents would not speak like that.
Yeah, so that's why it was going against the popular, and I should have clicked it but I was thinking of like the whole thing, but I needed to remember that we're specifically talking about one sentence in here, and that is the popular view, and the popular view was a direct contradiction of that statement.
Yeah, I think so.
And
I think another thing that they're trying to say is that A is an answer because an adult would say geese. So when they would see geese, he would always say geeses instead of gooses. So I think I think that it's a really weird thing, really weird disconnect. But I think that that's what they're trying to say is how it goes against the popular view, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a hard one.
Yeah.
It's okay. Oh, dang. Okay, come on now.
Same one. Okay.
Okay, I know the paragraph by now.
Yeah.
Good. Okay.
Okay, I think I know what it is. I had to reread the last sentence of the whole thing.
Are we all good?
See.
It looks like Ashley might still be going.
I think I'm good. I don't know if I have the full answer, but
Okay.
I'm with Ashley on that one.
Anybody for this one?
No.
Okay, good. What about this one?
Yes.
Good. I also did. And this?
Yes.
Yes. Good. Now let's just hope those goods were not premature. Okay. Submit. I'm gonna laugh if it's all of them. Okay, good.
Yes.
Woo! That one was medium. Okay.
That was not medium.
I feel like it's, yeah, I'm exhausted at this point. So it was difficult.
Yeah. We've been going at this for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah. So this one was like stated twice, like word for word. I like focused on these two, the endings here, and then the ending of the last one as well to generate my answers. So yeah, but we don't need to talk about much of it because we all got it right. So yay. Okay.
Other
Yes, these
university
are
was
my
actually
favorite.
funny. The
Just short.
pageantry put on for visiting students. Golly. Okay. Though the university was first told like the pageantry put on for visiting students personally poor,
That's what I'm
insolvent.
thinking.
Oh my gosh, I'm not muted. Sorry.
It's
I
okay.
thought I was. I was.
She's like, poor, insolvent. And I'm like, okay. Okay. This one's kind of, okay. Okay. I feel like I have one. Oh, it is one. Okay. That's great.
What did you think it was, Darlene?
I feel like it's elitist. Because I feel like maybe I'm wrong. I still need to look at it again.
like I want to say that or unknown, because it's either nobody knows it and they make a big deal of it, or nobody can get in and they don't make it look like that.
I was with Elaine. I was thinking that it was virtually poor. The pageantry that they put on, the word pageantry suggests to me that the fanciness that they put on for them.
Yeah. I knew it was like something, they're putting on a facade of something. They're playing something up. They're not being genuine.
I just
monolithic.
Monolithic, I think, has to do with
that means
worshiping.
one god. Yeah, one god, like one. Yeah. Oh no, we're not choosing that. It's a one god, like insolvent.
I
Unknown.
I
don't think
used
it's
the
unknown.
flashcards. I used the flashcards this like obviously before this week I was like really deep in like trying to get into the rhythm of Magoosh, and I was doing the vocabulary builder, and insolvent is one of my vocab words, and
What does it mean?
To pay a debt, unable to pay a debt.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think of like insolent, you insolent little.
Oh, I was
thing.
thinking almost
mean?
like I was almost thinking like solvent, like the chemical solvent.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if it doesn't solve, or or it isn't a solvent, but yeah, I think that insolvent might be the best one.
I think, yeah. Now that I know what this one, I mean, if I didn't know what this meant, and that's what's also harmful is like, it's up to like your own vocabulary and what you know.
Mm-hmm.
I would have chose elitist if I didn't know what that meant. Ashley, are you in agreement?
I can be good with that.
Yay! Okay.
Cool. A refers
And we
to
can
something
define them.
large.
Sorry.
Oh, they've got the definitions down here. A refers to something that is large and unvarying. This does not contract with the culture.
Yeah.
C, whether or not the university decides to put on a flashy display for incoming students doesn't really relate to whether or not they are known. D, there is no mention of a time shift. That's what I thought anachronistic meant time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then E, you might be tempted to make the connection that an elitist institution wouldn't put on an excessive display, but there is
But they
nothing
might
inherent
actually.
in the definition of elitist that indicates it would not put on an elaborate. If anything, elitist institution, one very proud of its tradition, might put on. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and that would have been just due to lack of knowing this word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did really bad on the ETS, so I was like, I gotta learn some words.
Yeah. I mean, but if anything, this practice should give you more confidence that whatever you're doing is working and you're doing a really good job, because we're doing great, like as far as like the ones we're getting right.
Yeah.
So, okay, last one.
For all the orchestra's brio. We can do. I think I know which one I would put.
And it's a multi one.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay. Then 2.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly 2 answer choices. Okay.
Yep.
I need to pay attention to the instructions.
Same, Sean. I'd pick 3 on these, and I'd be like, oh, that kind of works. And then I get it wrong because I literally picked 3 and it's asking for 2.
Okay. What do we think? Ashley?
It's kind of a guess, but cumbrously and capriciously.
Okay, I agree with cumbrously. What about Elaine?
I was trying to figure out what labored means, and because like hard labor, like work, so he's doing a lot of work here. So I'm gonna change my answer. I was gonna say fluidly and casually, but that's not really, casual is not really like if you're doing work.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do cumbrously and ponderously.
Okay, I agree with you.
Okay.
Sean?
I put cumbrously and sporadically. So, because sporadic would kind of imply that he's random sort of thing. Ponderously makes me think like he's thinking about it, and he's thinking very hard. And it's that word brio that throws me off. If I knew what brio meant, then I would know.
I think it just means like some sort of, it doesn't have to do with it. I think it's like some sort of like word to describe their musical set. By that I mean like what type of performance are they putting on.
But they're also saying for all of the orchestra's grandioseness, for all of the orchestra's greatness at playing, the conductor also.
Can you still see this?
Yeah.
Okay, not now. I'm just gonna look it up before we answer.
So when you picked sporadically, Sean, what did you like? What were you going for with that one? What was the other word that you picked? Like, what was the vibe? Oh, spirited.
So brio means with spirit or with vigor, which I feel like I should know because I was in a band.
I was in orchestra. I didn't know it. You're good.
So for all of the orchestra's spirit, even like that's kind of what's catching me for all of the orchestra's whatever brio meant, because that's what was catching me for all of it being like that.
Yeah.
It's basically saying despite that, the conductor moved something and his baton moved around in labored strokes, and it took him laborious movements to get it to go. So
That's why I went with
that's why I thought
ponderously, because
yeah.
like it takes you a long time to ponder something. It's like you're stopping and you're taking
labored
your
and
time.
ponderously doesn't correlate to me, because labored just makes it seem like it was really hard to do, and that's why I pick sporadically. So that's, we can go ahead and do ponderously, and we can just see what we would have put.
But sporadic would mean like wild,
you guys
like
were right.
irregular.
Yeah. And that's why I thought when it was labored strokes, I thought that it was because it was so much labor to get that stroke out, it would happen erratically. That's why I thought sporadically.
Yeah. I can go down here so that way we can see here. Sorry.
No. Okay, sporadically means in on occasional or infrequent manner. So something that is done sporadically is done sometimes but not continuously. This doesn't create the contrast with brio that we are looking for, so it doesn't quite work. It also doesn't have a clear matching answer choice, so it's not the right answer. Okay.
Okay. You are results.
I think we got all but two wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
And then one of them was because we didn't answer all we did one, but it wanted two.
Yeah. And we only had medium and hard ones, so we did really good.
Yeah. Great. And we took about 32, and I mean we're standing here talking about we're sitting here talking about it. Yeah, so I'll stop my share maybe.
Okay.
So does this give like you a better idea of like where you're at, where your confidence is, like skills that you can use to think about words, different things like that?